Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your life isn't what you're dreaming about anymore, but you're actually living it. Today, I'm gonna show you how I quantum leaped to live the life that I truly desire right now. I'm gonna be showing you how science, faith, and mindset all come together and how you can do the exact same thing too. By the end of this video, you'll understand the simple process that took me from imagining my dream life to actually living it. So to give you a little backstory about me, there was a moment in time where I was tired of living an average life, right? I was going to work, going to the gym, doing the same thing over and over and over and over. And I came to a point where like I was really not trying to live that life no more. I was trying to do something different. And I always had a dream of living in Bali. Like something about this place just calls me, right? Whether it was the people that was out here, the energy, like it just called me because I knew this was a place where I would thrive. Someone who is passionate about fitness, right? Networking and living this island life. That is everything I literally dreamed of. I've seen myself before I had dreads. I literally seen myself having dreads, living on an island, being in the best shape, having a six-pack, right? Riding my motorcycle, right? And I remember visualizing that back in 2020 when I had a buzz cut. Like literally I had a buzz cut. And every day I would visualize myself being in Bali in a villa with a nice pool, right? In the middle of the jungle. And fast forward 5 years later, I'm here living it. I'm in shape, I'm in Bali, I'm tanned, I have dreads, my hair's long, I have a six-pack. It was obviously not handed to me. I had to work to this point. But here is how I quantum leaped to that point. The moment I realized like there is a life out there waiting for me that I can live, that is where I should belong. The moment everything shifted is when I started aligning myself with that identity. Everything I did was to position myself to get to that point. The way you're gonna quantum leap in this lifetime to get from one version of yourself that is unfit, unhealthy, versions of yourself that you do not like, and your dream version, right? Think about it like this. There's two timelines where one timeline is where you have everything you want, right? The best hot girlfriend, right? The best, you're making 10K a month, you're fit, you're healthy, this and that, right? And let's just say this is currently you. You don't have any of that. You don't have all those things. If you want to get from this point to this point, you have to align yourself. You have to already believe that you already have these things, even when you got nothing. Right, you know that saying, fake it till you make it? You gotta literally believe that you already are here. Get the habits that this person has, whether it's going to the gym, getting in shape. I like to say getting in shape is like the foundation to living your dream life. Once you're in shape, it's like you entered a new timeline of yourself where you are literally a version of yourself that could attract better opportunities, right? Which I will talk about that in another video, how being in shape actually will bring you more opportunities. But what I'm trying to say is being fit is like the foundation of becoming your best version. And then once you adapt the qualities and habits of your dream self, you will start to attract opportunities that the person with 10K has, the person that has the hot chick, right? The person that has a six-pack. The way you're gonna quantum leap is to literally live like you're already this person. That's the secret. That's literally the secret. When I had nothing, when I was unfit, when I had a buzz cut, I literally believed that I was already this person, right? I seen who I was in my head. I seen who I was going to try to be in the future. It was just a matter of time for it to manifest. Just like how when you plant a seed and it's in the growing phase, you must nurture it, train your mind, train your body. And in due time, you will literally become this person. When time catches up, right? When you put in the due diligence and you put in the work to become this person, you will literally quantum leap into a timeline where you have everything. I need you to understand that you can literally go to another timeline where you have everything, but it must start in your mind. It starts in your mind and then it manifests into the physical world. So I'm going to be giving you the science behind what quantum leaping is and why it's actually works. So your mind can't tell the difference between an imagined experience versus a memory. Neuroscientists call this neuroplasticity. What that means is your brain literally rewires itself to its identity and beliefs. So when you repeatedly imagine a life that you want, your brain will literally signal to itself that it already exists. What that means is once your identity is at this version, remember what I told you, this version, behavior follows identity. When you have an identity of yourself, you'll start to adapt those traits. So the key concept here is who you think you are shapes the results you will get. If you think you are worthy of getting $10,000 a month, you will get $10,000 a month. If you think you can't get $10,000 a month, you will not. It all comes down to your mind. Master your mind, master your life. If you see yourself as the old version of you, you will continue to act like the old version of you. If you see yourself as the new version of you, you will start to adapt the traits and qualities of this new version. And the moment you decide to cut off your old version and leap into that new version, that is when quantum leaping begins. Once you make that decision, it's only a matter of time when the physical world catches up to who you believe you are and your new identity. This is why you gotta take the leap. You must take that risk. The steps you need to take from here on out is ask yourself, how does the healed version of me look like? What does the most successful version of me look like as well? Write this down. I want you to write this down. 3, how does the most disciplined version of myself actually look like and what does he do? And once you answer all those questions, all you gotta do now is just act. And once you write that down, you want to literally embody what that person does. The only thing I did differently is start acting like this version of myself. And that is when everything completely changed in my life. So this is the 4-step quantum leap method that you can start implementing in your life to start quantum leaping into the version that you've always dreamed of. Number 1, define exactly what life you want, right? I want you to break down to the exact detail of how you look, what you wear, what hair style you have, right? How much money you're making, what car are you driving, what house are you living in, what relationship are you in, do you have a girlfriend, do you have 2 girlfriends? Get down to the T. What do you eat every single day? What does your routine look like? That is exactly how specific you want to get. Step 2, identify who that version of you is. Your dream life requires a certain level of mindset. So how does this person think? How does this person handle fear? How does this person operate? What habits do they have? How do they speak to themselves? How do they dress? Who do they tolerate? Who do they spend time around with? All these things, you need to understand to the T what person you are. Then step 3, start acting in alignment now. This is where you start to step into that new version of yourself and start living like him. This is where, or her, this is where your life will start shifting slowly. You won't see it right away, but if you keep living in this version, I'm telling you, life will have to catch up and you will see things will start attracting opportunities, people, you'll start to hang around new people. This is when the quantum leap begins. And step 4, a lot of people always mess up this step, and this is why they get stuck in the past or they get stuck at a version of themselves that they do not like, is they cannot let go of the old version of themselves, right? They are stuck to this habit. They are stuck to this old friend group. They are stuck to something that this identity had. The reason why they cannot get to the next level is because they are stuck at this version. The moment you let go of that, that is when everything begins to change, right? And that is the most important step. You must learn to let go to grow. Let go and let God. Once you do that, you will quantum leap your life. It's only a matter of time when things will catch up. Back your action by faith, be consistent and be patient. And I promise you that is exactly how you will quantum leap your life and to living your dream life. That is how I exactly quantum leaped my life to living my dream life right now. And if you want to lock in what your fitness and starting with your foundation, you feel like you have no direction and you have no discipline, you want to become in good shape, I do one-on-one coaching. You can DM me on Instagram or you can literally book a call with me in my bio so we can get started on becoming your best version and becoming the version of yourself that you dream of. So with that being said, I hope you like this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Jalen. We out.